And
so now, when you say that this next group of people, this layer of group, did they go to a different location, or was it at the same location?
yes, so they ended up going upstairs. So and then once, because it's an open bar, first and foremost. Whatever drinks you want, usually the stuff he's contractually obligated to have normally. Any drug or narcotic you want is available. And then when you just start seeing groups of sex workers arrive, male, female, and you just start seeing people pairing off and start doing what they do. And if I'm in one of these events with a male, and my principal is a man, I'll go wait in the car. Because look, bro, I'm not here for the swinger party. You feel me? And then, you don't want to be the straight guy in a party where everybody else is rainbow, because when they start hitting on you, now you're the jerk. You never want to be that guy. You got to be a gentleman at all times until it's time to get vicious if necessary. So I never directly was paid by him or worked for him. I ended up at some of his events due to my employment, and yeah, man, a lot of strange things take place for sure.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you can recall, what was the worst thing or the most off-color thing that you saw happen at any one of these events?
Okay. So now, when it comes to his events, the most off-color thing I saw was 1 second he's in a suit, next second he's in a towel, and he's holding hands with two Eastern European gentlemen. And
when you say he, that's Diddy. You mean Diddy? Okay.
Yeah, and he's holding hands with these little vampire-looking guys, like they off the movie Twilight. And I knew. I said, all right, I know what this is. I see what's going on here. It's time for us to exit. You see what I'm saying? So, by the grace of the good Lord, I was able to remove myself and my principal from there. But, there's been times where I've been with guys and they're staying. I had a famous singer tell me one day that he prefers trans ladies because they have stronger hands and stronger jaw muscle.
Now, who told you that?
He's a singer. His name's Bobby Valentina.
Bobby Valentina. God damn.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so when we grew up, we never looked up to these type of people. We always looked up to the gangsters, bro. So like the gangster guys, my uncles and all of them, they would always say, "Man, be careful, man. That entertainment stuff is for sissies and stuff like that."
Listen with BMC.
And, so it's all about perspective.
Well, let me ask you this. There's been some talk that he had some drinks that were laced with something.
Laced in drinks in the hip-hop, entertainment, fashion industry is a big thing.
What are they laced it with?
Well, previously it was...
What is it called?
It's in the hip-hop, entertainment...
Oh.
Entertainment stuff is for sissies, stuff like that.
Exactly.
And so it's all about perspective.
Well, let me ask you this. There's been some talk that he had some drinks that were laced with something.
Laced in drinks in the hip-hop, entertainment, fashion industry is a big thing.
And what do they lace it with?
Well, previously it was Rutherford. And then the onset of...
You got to forgive me, homie, but what is that? What is Rutherford?
Rutherford, you ever heard the term someone got roof?
Oh, yeah, Rutherford. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Rutherford was like the majority, but, whenever you see guys doing a lot of cocaine, scopolamine is going to be around.
Mm-hmm.
And scopolamine, once you're dosed with scopolamine, a person can take you to the ATM machine. They can say, empty your ATM machine. Empty your account. You're going to empty the account out, give away all your furniture.
Damn.
Now, you have no control of yourself until it wears on. And it's usually permanent neurological problems
what?
that come from being dosed with scopolamine. So,
God
Rufalin
damn.
and scopolamine is something I was always
Think you just
leery
ATM and
of,
say,
for sure.
empty out your account.
You know if that ever
They
happened
trying
to
to
the
get
Diddy
Jamie
party?
Foxx.
So I will say this. There are a lot of people in my inbox who are on active indictments toward him who are alleging that this took place. So, you know, recently he came under scrutiny because of liquid GHB.
Damn, they're going to take my boy.
Now,
Diddy.
liquid GHB in a very small amount can incapacitate you.
God damn.
Lowers your heart rate to the point where someone may think you're asleep or dead, but you're really not.
Messing people up.
So there are people in the indictment saying that, you know, he squirted them with baby oil and they passed out.
Is your dog telling you they may have allergic itch? Apoquel is the #1
And in my thinking, the only reason you would want to do that is to take advantage of somebody, whether it be sexually or any other way.
Right. And what I've grown to understand is any man who does ecstasy for longer than 2 or 3 years, they start to become a sexual diva. This guy Combs been doing ecstasy for 20 years.
Sex demon. Damn.
And now, when he was arrested with a substance called Tusi, which is ketamine, ecstasy, cocaine mixed, and it's dyed to be pink.
Yes.
So, you know,
that's the pink cocaine that now everybody's talking about.
Right, he was arrested with this. Why?
We gotta bring that back, man. I'm sorry.
They start to
bring that back.
Deep. This guy Combs been doing ecstasy for 20 years.
20 years.
And now, when he was arrested, with a substance called Tusi, which is ketamine, ecstasy, cocaine mixed, and it's dyed to be pink.
Yes.
So, you know,
that's the pink cocaine that now everybody's talking about.
Right, he was arrested with this while being under federal indictment and being monitored. So that goes to show that there's definitely addiction involved, and it's definitely a drug aspect involved as well.
Let me ask you this: did you ever hear of cyan being mixed in any of these drinks?
Now, see, whenever people mention cyan, I get uncomfortable because over a period of 6 years, I had pneumonia 3 times, right? So on the final time, my mom takes me to the hospital. They get a toxicology report done. I test positive for cyan. The way cyan metabolizes in the human body is, after a certain amount of dosages, it turns into pneumonia. Kim Porter, his ex-wife, got from pneumonia.
I heard that.
His ex-bodyguard recently, a few months ago, just died from pneumonia. And when I first started speaking out about this, there were no podcasts.
I don't think this boy lying.
2013. There are no podcasts. Social media is really just starting to get ingrained in society. So people told me I was crazy, said I was a hater, but I work hand in hand with law enforcement in my career path, and you know they tested my car. My car handles tested positive for something. So, you know, I don't think a person will use cyan directly at a party, but cyan is around. I tested positive for it. I got my toxicology report to this day. So.
And let me ask you, why would you put cyan in somebody's drink? What kind of behavior would that cause you to be?
Yeah, so you feel like you got the flu. You feel sick. You want to isolate yourself from everyone, and your lungs, you coughing up mucus. Like throughout history, cyan was a way people got away with murder before the onset of more better technology for testing for certain toxins and stuff like that. You know, I used to be in rat poison. So, you know, there's all type of cold case files. This person, she poisoned her husband over a series of weeks with rat poison. He died from pneumonia. You know, where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't invent or embellish. I'm only going to speak on things I can verify to be facts. And, you know, I definitely tested positive for the summer. I had pneumonia 3 times. I basically got one lung now because.
Really? So, but this didn't occur at a party for you. I mean, it wasn't, you didn't take a drink at one of Diddy's parties and maybe the side was in one of those drinks.
No, see, because, you know, I have already been privy to certain things. So, you know, it's this footage of me with a bottle of champagne in my hand that I brought with me while I'm with bottles and stuff like that. Because, you know, it's a scary feeling, bro. Like when you can look at somebody and tell they've been compromised and you can't really explain why. So once me and my team had experienced Rufalin on our own, we said we can never let this happen again. So we invented some new protocols. You know, if a bottle get brought to a section, if it's opened already, you gotta send it back. You know, we would travel with a portable test kit with us. You know, all type of. If people are paying you to protect their life, you know, you got to use every tool that's available to.
Well, you know, again, without making any definite allegations or pointing fingers, it is kind of, it makes you think why, you know, Kim Porter would have died of pneumonia when Diddy is putting everything else in drinks. I'm not saying he did it. We don't know that. But it just, it raises eyebrows. You got to kind of think about it, you know? Why did that happen? And she was relatively young, Kim. I mean, she was a young girl. You know, it's not normal that you die of pneumonia at that age.
Just not normal. Just not normal. And, you know, some of the other substances that we mentioned, you know, people will still start partying off of that. Cyanide touch you, you don't want to party.
Yeah.
So, you know, you almost get a feeling like, man, something's wrong here. But you're not going to think that somebody's poisoning. You're not going to think that, you know? But it definitely happened to me. So, and like in the work that I do to combat human trafficking, you know, I've had bounties on my life. You know, I've had the FBI showing up telling me, yeah, we got information. You know, by law, they got to tell you.
Right.
You know, had those situations, you know. So, you know, you just kind of get accustomed that you know what you signed up for. So, you know, you just try to take as many steps possible to mitigate risk and hope for the best. Be vigilant.
Let me ask you this. You know, Suge was quite outspoken. He gave me names. He said that he mentioned Obama. He said Obama and Diddy were close friends. He even indicated they had a relationship, sexual relationship together. You know, obviously he spoke about Justin Bieber and Usher and all that. Is there anybody that you know that you feel you can talk about that was at these parties or affected by anything?
Well, so I am aware that Leonardo DiCaprio has he's having a lawsuit come up against the Busby lawyer because. So right now what's happening is, so you know when they initially raided Combs' home, they did not inform the raiding officers whose home they were going to raid.
My name is Carl Zuanelli, and I am the president and CEO of Nuovo Pasta Productions. Family is at the foundation of all that Nuovo is. Our partnership with UI is interwoven with our success story. In today's day and age, among the most important things is energy efficiency. The rebates that UI offers to companies like ours to acquire energy-efficient machinery has been integral to our growth. I have a lot of family members, and UI is like family.
Previously on Yellow Jackets.
I didn't know that.
Right. So that right there goes to show, like, all right, now, this guy have a lot of reach. He could be somebody that's been corroborated previously. So once they got their hands on that footage, you know, there's been laws passed for revenge porn and stuff like that. You can't sell someone's tape without them approving it. So, you know, from my sources, some other close protection operatives, you know, there are a lot of A-list stars right now who are doing what they can to prevent certain footage from coming out, you know. One thing Suge Knight said that I can confirm to actually be facts, because I know this gentleman's part of his security team. Yeah, that they came to Ben Affleck and they said, your wife's on these tapes. So that's something I can confirm to be facts.
Jennifer Lopez.
For sure, not confirmed.
On the tapes, meaning that, you mean maybe videotapes, footage, whatever it is they confiscated there?
Yeah, because whenever I meet people like Combs, like, they like to keep trophies. They like to keep memorabilia from these escapades. And, you know, this is something that's a lot more common than people think amongst elite parts of society. Because, like, you know, once a rich guy realizes that, wait a second, no one's going to tell me no. You know, depending on how you're raised and your moral compass and what you believe in, you know, I've seen a lot of guys get off the handle, man. I've seen Cole scream, say, I'm a savage. If I want it, I'm going to have it. I don't accept no for an answer. That let me know what I need to know. Because, you know, I've done security for certain guys, and, you know, you show up to their house unannounced, and he's in a mascot outfit in the floor with somebody else in a big teddy bear outfit, and they dry him in the floor. They call themselves furries.
Mm.
You know, you'll see a millionaire guy, he gets off by having in a furry costume. So you just never know what people are into.
Yeah.
This guy revealed what he's into.
When you say Leonardo DiCaprio, he's got a lawsuit against BuzzFeed because of something that they said with him regarding Diddy?
Yeah, so the guy BuzzFeed referenced that he has stills of a sexual encounter between Combs and an A-list celebrity with a much higher status than Combs.
Mm.
So it's... Yeah.
I got you. Let me ask you this. Heard something about Jamie Foxx possibly being involved with Diddy and on the wrong side of it. You know anything about that?
So, you know, bro, I've seen Fox with Combs on several occasions at different events. Now, Jamie Foxx's family are the ones who reported Diddy to the FBI when Jamie Foxx went into the coma initially.
Really?
So that's how that all came about. His daughter Corinne and his mom were the ones who did that. And when people come and they ask Jamie on the street, he doesn't deny it.
Mm.
So, you know, at the end of his comedy special on Netflix, you know, at the live taping, he said out of his mouth that Combs is the person who put them and put him in a coma. He said, I asked my partner for an Advil. He handed me the Advil. I woke up 22 days later.
Yeah.
Now, if you somebody knowing that, look, I got an indictment pending, I might start cleaning up my surroundings. You know how that goes.
Yeah. And let me ask you this. What would be the purpose, and this I've heard many times, that Diddy had people sign NDAs when they came into the party, which if there was criminal activity going on, the NDA doesn't mean anything. And Diddy should have known that. But what do you think his purpose in that was? Just to try to get into people's head that you can't talk about this? Or?
Well, you know, Michael, I'll tell you, non-disclosure agreements at celebrity who's parties is something that's taking place on a daily basis.